Today we make fudgy brownie cookies. It is a soft, chewy, fudgy cookie that's richly chocolate with that beautiful crackle on top, just like a brownie. It's packed with chocolate chips that like melt, and just the whole thing is just a chocolate paradise. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and click the bell icon to be notified every time I post a new and delicious recipe. Let's get into it. Looks like a lot on my counter, I know. But let's just start by whisking our dry ingredients together, and then it's gonna look a whole lot less. So I've got, oh my goodness, AP flour right here. Just, you know, a scotch. And then kosher salt. And a little bit of baking powder. And then some cocoa powder. You can use Dutch processed or not. This is not Dutch processed. And then we're just gonna whisk those together. Could you use a larger bowl? Yeah. Should you? Probably. But that's not where we're at right now, so here we are. Oh man, look at that. The makings of an excellent cookie already. Okay, perfect. Set that aside. Step one is done. Now we are gonna cream our butter and sugar. My butter is, oh my goodness gracious, perfectly softened. Look at me, okay. And then we're gonna pop this in our stand mixer, fit it with the paddle attachment, make as much noise as possible. We're gonna put in some dark brown sugar and a little bit of granulated sugar. And we're gonna start that off a little slow because it's a lot of sugar for the amount of butter. And then we can increase it. I'm gonna scrape it down. It's got a bit, so this is a lot of sugar, right? So we're not gonna get the same kind of, you know, light and fluffy that you'd be expecting with a little bit more butter, because there's really, it's mostly sugar. Still looking for it to get like a little bit lighter and a little bit fluffier than it is right now before we start adding our eggs. So it's kind of creating a nice little paste. Sticking to the edges, and we want it to kind of come back together. So it's starting to look a little lighter and fluffier, kind of come back into the center, and we're going to start adding our eggs. So one at a time. One more. Last one. Okay, we're going to add our vanilla. And now we are going to add our chocolate. So we're going to add all of our chocolate at one time. So this is melted. It's just a little warm. It is not hot. And we're just going to get all of this in our bowl. Make sure you get everything. Just scrape it all down. When I say something's going to be chocolate, it is going to be a chocolate. Okay. Yes. So this is semi-sweet chocolate. You can use bittersweet as well if you'd like, but it's not, you know, it's going to be a little less sweet, which is fine. So go ahead and beat that in. You don't want to let it sit too long because it might, the eggs were still a little cold, so it might set your chocolate. And what we've got in here is what looks like a brownie batter. Yes, my friends, we're basically making brownies in cookie form. All right, now we are going to add our flour. We're going to turn it down a little bit, and we're going to start adding our flour mixture that we already mixed together. You don't want to overwhelm the batter, so you want to add a little bit of time, kind of adding as the last bit is almost incorporated, but not totally. Last bit. All right, so this is totally mixed. And we are just going to pour our, this is bittersweet chocolate. You can use semi-sweet, it might be a little on the sweet side, but these are just bittersweet chips. And we're gonna fold those in. And now, normally you don't have to chill this batter, but I think that my chocolate was a little bit on the warm side when I added it. And so we are, you know, it's like it's a little looser than I'd like. So I'm gonna pop this in the fridge, and then we will scoop and bake. All right, we're back. They only chilled about 8 minutes. I don't want them to be super hard. You can bake them from refrigerator, but I want them to be nice and crackly and have those beautiful crackly tops. And so part of that is that they spread and not that they're super chilled. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a scoop and line my baking sheets with parchment. And now we are going to scoop. You could also spoon it out. Either way, totally works. Now this is not going to be one of those cookie doughs that you are going to roll afterwards. Like it's not it. So adjust your expectations for both the beauty and also uniformity of your cookies. Right. There's about one more kind of tray in here, but I can only bake 2 at a time, so we are going to end here for now. Now, the pièce de résistance is Maldon salt, so let me go grab that. I have no idea where it is. Now, just a little sprinkle, just like a little salty finish, just a little, you know, this is what makes it the $1 million cookie as opposed to the $10,000 cookie that it would be otherwise, because of the egregious amount of chocolate that's in it. All right. Oh, I missed one. The ugly one, to be. I think I did it on purpose. All right, I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, regular. You should do the same. I'm gonna pop these in, and they're gonna bake 8 to 10. But you know, we're gonna check them after 4 because we're obsessive and we don't want to overbake our cookies. They're not gonna do anything in 4 minutes, but just in case. All right, they are out. So you can see that they kind of like puffed and then settled down as they sat just for a few seconds there. They have crinkly tops, and so now we're just gonna let them cool because they're like very soft to the touch right now, so we don't want to be moving them about. But we're gonna let them cool, and then we'll dig in. Yay! All right, they've cooled, and it is time to try. I mean, it's not cool in here, so I doubt that they're completely cool, but regardless, they are ready. We've got some funky shapes going on, obviously from our, you know, scooping and not rolling. If you want perfect ones, you're going to have to chill it, and then you're going to have to roll it, and they're gonna take a little bit longer to bake. These baked about 13 minutes, so those will probably bake closer to 17. But, you know, we're just gonna dig in because they're gonna taste delicious no matter what the shape. Was that like crunch from the top, and on the bottom I hit a nice pocket of chocolate there. Yum. And it's like super fudgy and soft on the inside. And it just kind of like melts in your mouth. It's like incredibly chocolatey. It's just like a handheld brownie.